Yo, what's up, guys? Everyone, today I'm going to talk about Kel'el Ware and how the Miami Heat might have something special with him. Now, in a very weird season for the Miami Heat, they sit right now at 21-21 with the ninth best record in a very, very top-heavy Eastern Conference. There's not been a lot to look forward to for the Miami Heat this season. Jimmy Butler's eventually going to get traded. It's very inevitable. Bam Adebayo was having one of the worst seasons of his career after he just got all that PR from the Olympics, dating the best player in the WNBA, Asia Wilson, and just got a 3-year bag for upwards of like $160 million. And he is one of the least efficient players, especially for his price tag. But there's something to look forward to. And also, Jaime Jaquez Jr. is in the middle of a sophomore slump. But Nikola Jokic is playing pretty well in his third season, especially as of late. But Kel'el Ware is finally something to look forward to for the Miami Heat this season. The 7-footer, the Miami Heat, as the Heat fan, we've been looking forward to a 7-footer alongside Bam Adebayo for a while. We saw AD and Bam at the Olympics. I mean, they're both really, Bam's like 6'9", AD's like 6'10", maybe 6'11". Just to have a defender like Kel'el Ware to protect the paint, and then have Bam Adebayo can be on the perimeter, guard guys from Jaylen Brown to Domantas Sabonis, just being able to guard a lot of different positions. He's never really been a great rim protector. That's definitely been one of the biggest flaws on Bam Adebayo's defensive game, which is why he probably hasn't won a DPOY, because it's really just a block merchant award, unfortunately. Kind of a little bit of satire, but kind of little not, but yeah, shout out to Kel'el. We're very excited to see he's progressing with the Miami Heat. It's been amazing. He went from DMPCDs to now starting and flourishing, and his defense alongside him has been really good. I did want to check pivot fade real quick to see his on-off numbers. So yeah, lineups with Kel'el Ware this season. So the Miami Heat with Kel'el Ware, on and off, they're plus 40. Off, they're 1. Yeah, they have a net rating of 5 with Kel'el Ware. They have a net rating of 0.1 without him. Yeah, Kel'el Ware, brother, you might have saved my life. Kel'el Ware also in his last 5 games this season has just been incredible. Shout out to Hoopsutter for putting this together. Had to go ahead and hit him with a retweet. Kel'el Ware over his last 5 games, 16.2 points per game, 10.8 rebounds, 1.4 blocks, shooting 52% from the field, 39% from 3, and also 100% from the free throw line. Let Kel'el Ware cook. Kel'el Ware, if you guys aren't too familiar with him, he's the 15th overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft out of Indiana, formerly transferred from Oregon to Indiana. I remember hearing about him in the transfer portal. I'm not a big college basketball guy, but I'm a Providence Friars guy. So I keep up with Big East basketball. Like, at that point, I was really into the transfers. So I remember hearing about Kel'el Ware. He was one of the highest transfer guys, and I was like, okay, cool. Didn't really keep too many tabs on him. I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And then I remember pre-draft process. Didn't really think he would go ahead and draft him. I was looking at Jared McCain. The way he was playing, he was probably going to win Rookie of the Year. So I was like, damn. I saw that screenshot. A couple years ago when we drafted Precious Achiuwa over Maxey, and then we drafted this season Kel'el Ware over Jared McCain. And Kel'el Ware was getting DNPs for Thomas Bryant, who's now in the Pacers, and Kevin Love, who's an IG troll now. And I was like, damn, don't tell me we did it again. Don't tell me we got owned by Daryl Morey once again. But no, man, Kel'el Ware, especially in his last 5 games, he's been really, really good. Now, one of the issues with Kel'el Ware, I remember hearing about him in the draft process, was the motor issue. He was always a raw prospect, and you can see that early on in his tenure with the Miami Heat in the regular season. Now, he did look phenomenal in the Summer League with the Miami Heat, leading them to the Summer League championship and winning that game on a Pelle Larsson, their second-round pick, hitting a game winner over the Memphis Grizzlies, which was just an absolute treat. It was an absolute treat. Like I mentioned early on, you can see the motor issues with him. His rebounding was pitiful. I mean, I made a tweet about Kel'el Ware like maybe a month and a half ago. Man, the rebounding looks terrible, bro. Like, if only Kel'el Ware was a good rebounder, that would solve so many of our problems. As a betting man, I know we're one of the worst teams in terms of allowing rebounds to centers. We allowed like the second most rebounds to centers this season. And I'm like, damn, like Kel'el Ware, please save it. Bam Adebayo, he's really a 4. He's just playing the 5. He's a pretty solid rebounder, but he's not in the upper echelon. So Yeah, he's getting a lot of DNP coaches' decisions for Kevin Love and Thomas Bryant in the Big 2024 and into the Big 2025. Not really the Big 2025, but just 2024. From 11:28 to 12:20, he did not play at all. DNP CDs. His big coming out game was 25 points against the Pacers, which came in a loss. It was a blowout. A lot of his points came in the fourth quarter. You can call them a stat batter. You can call them a whatever. But that, for us, I don't care what you call this. My boy was getting into his bag. He was doing it all. He has such a soft touch around the rim. He was hitting some threes. Now, couple of issues still. Kel'el Ware with 25 points in that game, had 0 rebounds. It just can't happen. As 7-footer is 230. It just can't happen. Kel'el Ware just really can. He also had a pretty good game as well against the Clippers. Again, it was a blowout. That was one of the games that we started off really hot, and then the third quarter came around, I believe, and then it was just not Kel'el Ware. Kevin Love posted in Twitter pic about that. What's her name? Bonnie or something? That girl that apparently slept with like 1,000 guys, even though literally don't know how the fuck that's possible in like a 12-hour time frame. Like, I don't know how the fuck that's possible, but let's not get into that. He had a nice 19-13 double-double against them. And then Sunday, I know a lot of y'all were tapped into the Eagles and Rams game. I had the Eagles and Rams on this screen, on this monitor, and on this monitor I had the Heat and Kel'el Ware against the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama. You could say that Kel'el Ware outperformed them. He had like 25 and 8. He had 2 blocks. He had a couple threes. He had this might have been his coming out game, really. Miami Heat ended up winning this game, and Wemby against Kel'el Ware went 2 of 10. Now, give Wemby his credit. Kel'el Ware was only 2 for 7 against Wemby, even though I think it's 3 because he had the hook. He had a 3 on him, and then I think he had another alley-oop on him, but NBA.com says 2 out of 10. I mean, 2 out of 7. I'll say 3 out of 7. I trust my eyes. And then he had 20-15 last night against the... My bad, I was getting this... Okay, never mind. Kel'el Ware last night in a tough loss against the Blazers. Team you never want to lose against Joe Cronin. It's always fuck Joe Cronin around here. 20-15 last night as he was a +8 in a 9-point loss. Started off really good, and then like the third quarter came around. The Blazers just could not miss from 3, and I'm like, oh man, not this again. In a 9-point loss. That was his first career start, by the way, alongside Bam. They both had double-doubles. Now, Bam was a -22. We did have a 12-point double-double, but he went like 5 of 10 and really just didn't play in the fourth quarter. Him and Jimmy just didn't play. The thing I love about Kel'el Ware, he has a great touch at the rim. You can just throw it up in the vicinity. He'll get up because he's a big guy. All I've been asking is, like, it's just, I guess it's a lot more easier for guys to, you know, I don't know what that just was. Shout out to my PC, I guess. But yeah, I don't know what it was, but I've been asking for guys to, like, feed Bam, lob him. I mean, I know he loves that mid-range jump shot and that, like, non-paint rim shot where he just like throws it up, but man, like, we need some lobs. And now all I'm seeing is y'all throwing lobs to Kel'el. My boy Bam's like, man, where were these lobs when I was asking for them? I'm averaging like 16 points and I just got a bag. Like, man, throw some lobs to me. I'm not trying to just, you know what I'm saying, just tween midi, like, you know what I'm saying, like, give me my lobs, you know what I'm saying? Like, Nikola Jovic and Kel'el Ware have a good connection. Tyler Hero and Kel'el Ware have a good connection. Hopefully, this is the front court of the future for the Miami Heat. Obviously, Bam Adebayo was having a just absolute poacher this season, offensively. Defensively, he can now roll in the paint and just has so much freedom. I remember the first time that they played together for an extended period of time against the Spurs. He had an interview after, and he was smiling from ear to ear. He was like something along the lines that he's like happy, and he was like free and just able to roam and doesn't have to protect the paint. As an undersized guy, he was just an absolute treat to see. So Kel'el Ware this season is averaging 7-4 and a block on 63.4% true shooting percentage, which is in the 88th percentile. Also is shooting 39% from 3 in 1.5 3-point attempts per game. Kel'el Ware above the break this season is 14 of 32. Also, just go ahead and show it while I'm here instead of just saying it. Let's go ahead and look at shot chart on Shot Creator. Shooting 14 of 32, 43.8% from above the break. Midi, not really existent, 3 of 10. Non-paint rim, 20 of 35, 57%. So he is really good at that. At the paint, he's really good as well at 47 of 66, which is 71.2%, which is over 5% over league average. Now, the corners is definitely want to see him improve on. The right corner, he's only over 3. In the left corner, he's only 2 of 5. Now, you see how I said like the exact opposite. I don't know what it is with Shot Creator, but like if you look at it, like you'll see like 2 out of 5 here, but like, oh, that's a right corner 3. No, you look at it right here, 2 out of 5 is a left corner 3. Like that's one of the things I want to see a Shot Creator like like update. But yeah. Now, in terms of my only critique on him, Kel'el Ware, is really just looking at him. It's just the layups. Like, I don't know what it is with him and Bam. They're just not elite at layups. Kel'el Ware, I mean, it's not bad. He's just shooting 48.5% from layups, and Bam's like at 44% last time I checked. Kel'el's at 16 of 33, but outside of that, everything's been really good for Kel'el Ware. Just another big body that can throw it up in the vicinity to. He's been out rebounding the basketball. He can protect the paint. He's been getting some blocks. Had a nice block yesterday on Scoot Henderson, which I'll go ahead and show right over here. Now, the big one I want to get into is really his games against the last night against the Spurs as well, because those just made me feel things. They really made me feel things. So this is last night. Scoot Henderson's shot being erased by my demon Kel'el, where you guys see him his first career start with Bam and Abad. That is my front court of the future. Hey, get out of here, Sterling Henderson. Yes, if you guys did not know, Scoot's real name is Sterling. So shout out to Scoot Henderson. He's not even playing the best basketball of his NBA career. Not like a Scoot fan. I'm not a Scoot, apologist or anything like that. But Thunder, he definitely wasn't as bad as he was portraying himself to be. So yeah, and then this is the video right here. This is the clip that really made me feel things against the Spurs. Man, Kel'el Ware. I saw a Wob tweet about it. He's saying that he might be like, Wemby before Wemby, and I'm not saying all that, but I'm also saying let him cook. See Jimmy hit a ban, Harrison Barnes on him. Look at Kel'el Ware above the break. Wemby goes for the block, and Kel'el with nothing but net. That just made me feel things. That whole game, especially that third quarter where we just cannot miss. Oh my God, that was an absolute treat to see. I'll probably get into yesterday's game first, and then we can break down the Spurs game. But shout out to my guy Brett Usher at Usher NBA on Twitter for compiling this little compilation of Kel'el Ware last night. Really good follow. Really good follow. Alright, so this is Kel'el Ware right here against the Blazers. Like I mentioned, it was a tough loss, but Kel'el Ware looked good nonetheless, and for a pretty lost season now for the Miami Heat. Just gonna see little things like this because the young core is something that I'm not really high on outside of really like Hero was like 24 and Jovic who's like 21. I'm not the biggest Jaime Jaquez Jr. fan currently, just can't really shoot, and I know his defensive statistics didn't like that look good, but I don't know. It's just not really looking too good right now for Jaime. Not totally giving up on him, but it's not looking too good right now to say the least. It's a nice little, like a midi, but like a kind of like a floater. Get out of here, Scoot! Hey! That was a beautiful play, by the way. So Duncan Robinson shoot the 3. Obviously, the buzzer is about to go off for the 24-second violation, and before the buzzer sounds, he has the IQ to not only catch it before, but put it down before the buzzer sounds, which is just like 1,000 IQ from the rook. Shout out to Kel'el. Now, I've still been saying to myself, would that shot have gone in if Kel'el didn't do that? I mean, it looked on target, but maybe looking at a couple other angles, maybe it didn't. Maybe it would have like been all net. Maybe it wouldn't bounced out. I don't know. I'm not a statistician or, you know, things like that. I remember when I was playing the YMCA, I was like, oh, shoot at this trajectory and this. Man, just hoop, bruh. Man, just hoop, bruh. Nice little bucket off school. And he has that height to just be able to, you know, go up like that, which is just amazing. Come on, DA. Looked like it was in a fake or dribble handoff or just pass it off. Nice little knob. I believe this is a lob right here from Nico Jovic to Kel'el, where y'all know that SpongeBob meme. Y'all know that SpongeBob meme. Future. I forgot how it sounded, but y'all let me cook. Y'all let me cook. Come here, Kel'el. Trying to see him take that down, and then Abdeni Abdia, give me that rebound and one. Not in one, but put back. And that was to give him a double-double with his 10th rebound. Kel'el for 3. Come here, Rob Will. Nothing but net, bro. That stroke looks great. Pause of hell. Yeah. That was Kel'el Ware last night against the Blazers. One of the bright spots for the Miami Heat this season. Shout out to Adam Simon. He's been doing a really good job drafting. Only real blemish, I would say, is just this season, the sophomore stuff with Jaime Hawk, but he was really good last year. The thing with Jaime Hawk is he's interesting because all he really has is that spin move, but he's a win-now player. He's an older prospect, and we're not extra realistic like me. You're not trying to win now, so it's like, that's tough. I mean, maybe Pat Riley, I mean, he's definitely not going to try to rebuild. He's going to retool with like Bam and this and that, but whatever it says, hopefully he's not become those two timelines like the Warriors have, and they don't want to trade Kuminga in the offseason for marketing or now for Jimmy, but whatever. I digress. And this is Kel'el Ware against the Spurs. Before I go ahead and end off the video, so I know a lot of y'all weren't tapped into this game. Shout out to my guy. I don't want to not credit anybody. Shout out to my guy, DeMar305. He clips for putting this together, this little compilation on Twitter. Like a lot of y'all were tapped into that Rams and Seahawks game again. Not Rams and Seahawks, that Rams and Eagles game, and I was tapped in. Y'all saw that Saquon Barkley. Y'all saw that dog, Jalen Carter, get that basically game in a sack, and then Stafford threw the pass out of bounds to Casper the Friendly Ghost. I think he was trying to go for like Cup, or was that Puka Nacua? I honestly forgot. I think it was like Cup. Maybe it was Puka. I don't know, but I wasn't even in the vicinity. I mean, it was in the vicinity. It just threw it out of bounds. It wasn't a catchable pass, but y'all go. Here we talk football. Your boy John NFL. Not really. Don't talk about anything other than the Patriots, but hey, maybe. Who knows? But I digress. Okay, so I just realized, I guess this whole time that the audio just hasn't been on, I guess. I mean, I guess. Hold on. I'm actually confused. Oh, there that is. That just doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Okay, then. All right, then. I guess just in case, maybe I'll just, you know, whatever. That's interesting. Alrighty, so look at Kel'el Ware, I guess. That's the lob from Nikola Jovic to Kel'el Ware. Rozier to Kel'el. Throw it up in the vicinity. He got you. Bam to Kel'el for 3. Kaboom. Shout out my dog Eric Reed and my dog John Crotty. That's a Rondo fake and he missed. Put back from Demon Ware. Count in. I wanted to pack Stephon Couch up so badly. Come here, HB. Come here, Unc. Get out of my paint, Kelly. What's wrong with him? Come here, Wemby. You ain't jumping for me, boy. Aka's with a 0 IQ as usual, unfortunately. Nice little hook shot. Demon Wemby. Run with me, Kel'el! Sandro Mamukelashvili. Yeah, Unc. Love, raise the roof, Unc. Raise the roof, Algie Troll. Hey! Lob on Wemby. I don't know how that didn't count as on Wemby, but it was in whatever, though. According to NBA.com. Hey! And that's also on Wemby, by the way. That's why defensive field goal percentage over here. Somebody talk about it. It was like I forgot who it was. Like, that's why defensive field goal percentage is so terrible. Like, those last 2 shots, they were on Wemby, but according to NBA.com, they weren't. And they used defensive field goal to be like, oh, it was this or it wasn't that. Like, that shit stinks. You got to use your eyes. I remember somebody was talking about Sabonis and Bam are very close defensively this season. Like, nigga, are you off the spectrum? Because they're fucking not. They're just fucking not. Shout out to Kel'el, where the Miami Heat might have something special with him. The 4 and 5 tandem with him and Bam Adebayo. If they can continue to space the floor out, and Bam can, he working on that mid-range jumper. His 3-point shot has been generally god awful this season, but every once in a million, you'll hit it. I mean, when he hits one, you gotta hit him with the what's it called? I keep wanting to say for the worst wonderful time of the year, but it's for the first time in forever. Or hold on, you don't need the vocals. For the first time in forever. Type shit. But other than that, y'all, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, just follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and to the next boy John. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.